Morning traders, I'm going to do a real quick video and I want to point out the markets are opening lower here and we are wiping out all of yesterday afternoon's value. We started poking at these levels here on the diamonds around noon yesterday, and we hovered here for a good while, but we are already back down to the noon hour levels from yesterday, and it looks like we are going to fade lower on the open today, and price is going to be accepted at lower levels on the markets, in my opinion. The same shows true for the S&P 500 here on the pre-market action here. We are above a trend line, a downtrending line. It does look to me like we're probably going to break on the open this trend line and probably cross down below and retest the lower end of the range from yesterday. So even the SPY is not looking too hot here. Your IWM, your Russell, it seems to be holding out just about the same. It's trying to hold this gap down. It's right at this level, this gap down level from yesterday. This is a more bullish chart on your Russell, so just keep that in mind. Your Russell has been lagging for quite a while here, and with the Russell actually showing a little bit better sign versus the other indices, that's a good sign for the markets. And one thing about that Russell too, I did notice that the equal weight Russell index yesterday was outperforming the Russell itself, suggesting that there was money coming into the Russell yesterday. It just, the high flyers and the Russell were dragging down the index. So just keep that in mind. There might be some value buyers coming into the Russell 2000. Now on your Qs, we're also around the 12 o'clock area here. Is right around, we're trading above, so we're actually doing a little bit better on the Qs versus the other indices. It's more like the 1 o'clock time frame. It's holding up a lot better here on the Qs versus the other indices. So at any rate, the SPY and the diamonds are looking really weak, but the Qs and the Russells seem to be doing better, and those are more the risk on sectors. Those are the ones you do want to be leading for a bounce in the morning. So after looking at these markets, I think risk on is a good possibility at this point. Keep an eye on your crude as a possible driving force today. We do have Trump signing the bill to repeal a lot of the EPA standards. And so as I expected, crude's actually catching a bid today. So just keep this in mind. We are at 48.18. We have been trying to push above, see if it can hold here and push higher on the open. If not, then that's going to be a dragging force on the markets. I do think crude's probably going to catch a bid and push higher today. Bonds are just still holding in here, range bound, it looks like today. So we'll just keep an eye on those. If we can see a sell-off on the bonds, that'd be a great stimulus for the markets. It looks like there's a kind of a mini trend line here that it could break, but right now things are still bullish for the bonds. Crude is doing extremely well here today, so just keep that in mind. I think this is a little bit late. It's come off these numbers a little bit, so just keep that in mind. Your VIX is that's not open yet. Your VIX isn't open yet, so that's not accurate. But based on the charts we just looked at, I think we're going to catch a bid in these indices here. Some ratios that I'm watching here for a potential bottoming formation going on here, and that's your XLE versus your SPY. With all the news coming out today, we will probably catch a cross of this downtrend line on the ratio, suggesting there might be some money rotating back into the energy space here real soon. It's still too early to say, but just something to keep on watch. another area on watch, and that is your retail versus your SPY. Even if the SPY goes flat here, I think the retail is about to catch start outperforming the SPY, S&P 500. So keep that one on watch too, okay? Another area that I'm keeping a close eye on here, and that's your leisure and entertainment sector versus your consumer discretionary. And what I'm seeing happening here is your casino stocks and some of your travel and leisure stocks are outperforming your consumer cyclicals. So keep this on watch. We might actually get a sustained bid in those spaces. And I did go long LVS yesterday, seeing this correlation potentially catching a bid here. I also added some Halliburton calls yesterday. We are bouncing off the 50-day weekly SMA, and I thought the energy sector is actually looking like a potential support area here, and Halliburton is very oversold on the weekly price oscillator, so I am taking a speculative long on that situation. That's all I got to say, but I'd be careful on the short side today after looking through at the initial charts here. But value is still in a lower price zone, so until we start breaking out higher, it is a lot of risk to hold overnight. So just keep that in mind in your trading. Thanks a lot. Thanks.